Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jerianna Janae, and in today's video I got a guest with me.
Hi
Tell me who you are.
guys, I'm Jasmine. You can follow me on Instagram at @TheRealJasmine.
She's lying! Wait, we gonna do all that. We gonna put it on there. Okay, today we are doing a mukbang. Y'all been wanting to do a mukbang for like forever because I just like, first I like eating, and two I like talking, so why not do it together, you know? So I got some food from New York Grill. I got a mixed potato bowl. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like because it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, Jazz, what you get?
I got 2 catfish fillets and 4 wings, some chicken wings. So I'm really excited.
Yes, y'all, look at this.
They look good. They look good.
It's gonna be amazing.
And I'm
okay, but I do want to show y'all what's in the. I didn't even tell y'all what's in the bowl. So it's got shrimp, chicken, steak, broccoli, peppers, potatoes, and cheese, and it's got this like cucumber sauce. Y'all, it's something different. It's something different, but it's so good. But yeah, ooh, so good. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about?
What you want to talk about?
Something good.
That's something discussion.
Something
to
juicy.
have.
Something juicy.
Okay. Let me see. What else?
So I was supposed to do this chit chat. Get ready with me on my channel. I haven't done it yet. So I guess I could do some of the questions I got from that. So somebody was like, talk about your views on dating in this like generation, like dating in your 20s and like just this generation in general. So I'm gonna let you
Am I starting off? So I feel like with this generation, it's really hard to connect with people. We all look to find somebody that we want to have this deeper experience with, but everybody's looking for something different. It seems like some girls are looking for relationships and some girls aren't. It's just a different time for us now. And I feel like because we're young, we're not looking to get married quicker. You know, we're not looking to tie the knot with people. We're not looking to make those big commitments. And we're going through this thing where I feel like a lot of the young people are taking advantage of it. Like, they don't look to make those deeper connections with people anymore. A lot of people are cheating. A lot of people are not in relationships due to people being inconsistent or like not being the person that they want or that having that deeper connection that they need in a relationship because people are so caught up in the whole, you know, living their life.
Which nothing is wrong with that. I just think, I don't know how to put this. I just think social media, I don't even want to put it just on social media, but I do feel like social media have like a big
play in it.
A big play in why people don't want to commit. But it's like I feel like I gotta weigh it out in both ways because I feel like social media show you a lot of like relationships and people be like, relationship goals, stuff like that.
Oh, that's true.
And I mean, that's cool too, but I also think there's a lot of people on social media that glamorize like having multiple women or multiple partners, which is fine if that's you, that's what you want to do. But I think a lot of people follow that and like look to that as like the blueprint of like, ooh, I want my life to be like that too. And people don't settle down. Everybody don't have to settle down, but I just think my main thing about dating in your 20s and in this generation is people just don't court no more. Like, people do not take you out.
I feel like it's hard to find people these days. Like, when I was single, it was hard to find someone that I actually wanted to connect with, go on a date with. But a lot of people didn't court. You know, they don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to put in the work. Let's just put that out there. They don't want to put in the work to... People
like to sit in the house, and I'm just like...
Yeah, people don't want to put
in the work. We can do that when we together. When we're like, you know? But I think... Because most women, and I'm going to say most women, as in I'm talking about myself, I don't want to sit in the house.
Yeah,
I don't, especially if like I'm getting to know you. Why would my first encounter with you and that doesn't mean at your house?
And you could take me on a walk in the park.
You could say, hey,
picnic.
What you doing? I'm gonna come get you. We're gonna go for a walk. We can do stuff like that. Just we're getting out of the house. I'm seeing you out in public. I'm seeing you like in a public setting because you cannot like I just don't get it. Like you cannot.
You just want
start. You cannot date somebody and date them in the house. That's not a date.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It's almost like do people even know? I'm saying, do guys even know like what dating is? Like at this point,
the whole calling the girl, hey, put on some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Get ready. Let me know. Let me know what time to be ready and be out.
Tell me what time to get ready. Don't ask. Oh, this would.
Don't ask me where I want to go.
Yeah, I was just
take me.
Don't ask me. Don't say, hey, I want to take you out, and then you say, hey, I'm like, okay, because by this time I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then you be like, okay, so where do you want to go? If you ask me out, have it already planned. I don't know if like women or enough people not saying it or putting a word out there, but hey guys, like if you're watching this and you're a man, like have the date already ready. Like have it planned. If you initiate and you say, hey, I want to take you out, I want you to have the blueprint. All I want you to say is be ready at this time, and I'm coming to get you. Like it should be that simple.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's not about money either. You don't have to take me. You don't have it.
Yeah.
Don't put on this persona that you're somebody that you're not, because a lot of people in social media today feel the need to do that. You feel the need to put on an act as if you're somebody that you're not, and you meet somebody and you have to keep up this persona that they've seen on social media.
But like, okay, so how do you feel about like people sliding in your DMs and like asking on date? Like, of course, I know you're in a relationship, but I still want to like know like when you weren't and you was like, you know,
people
looking,
slid,
and people were sliding your DMs. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I feel like it's all about the approach. Do not slide in my DMs talking about sexy, and don't make it derogatory, or don't make it about me being, or make me feel like a sex symbol. Because once you make me feel like that, then I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to reply to your message. I can reply to something like, hey, how you doing? I've seen your page and I really would like to get to know you. You know, come at me with a different approach. If you come at me with a different approach, I feel like it will work. You know, people do that. There's people that do that.
I don't really like nobody sliding in my DMs. Like, honestly, half the time, I be late replying to DMs anyway because I just don't like. I don't like it. I just don't. Because most guys, when they reach, like, there's been a handful that have like actually went out of their way and like said something and like been like real respectful and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, like that's nice, it's flattering, but I think I'm like, and so I say this all the time. Like,
are you saying you don't want nobody to slide in your DMs, or is it
like I would prefer no. I would prefer no. Just because like I just don't take my DMs serious.
If we don't rely on social media, then we rely on going out and have social interactions in person.
Which I wouldn't mind that at all, but also I'm weird because somebody could be trying to talk to me in public, and I would like, I don't know, I'd be like, because half the time it'd be like, sometimes I won't even say nothing if somebody is like saying something to me, like, because I just be like, I don't, because most of the time I don't feel like talking, like I don't feel like talking to like dudes in public because they always say some off the wall stuff, and then I have to look at them like, like, you know what I mean?
Well, if you don't want to follow them on social media, you don't want to.
That's right. That's
where you going on?
That's why I'm like, I'm just being difficult at this point.
It's so hard to find somebody, you know, that you want nowadays.
Especially if I'm trying to find people that are on the same level as far as like just where you are mentally. Because and don't get me wrong, everybody got baggage, everybody got stuff that they go through and that they deal with, and that obviously molds them into who they are. But it's just kind of like you have to know what you're willing to deal with and what you want to tolerate. And a lot of times, I don't know, it's so much that I want to say on this topic because I feel like it's so many layers. Like, it's so many layers.
Where you want to start?
Because it's really hard to date. Like, people think, like, it's so easy. Like, oh, you just find somebody that, like, you click with. But it's like, you'll be straight clicking with somebody and you'll, like, it'll be...
And they do a whole 360.
You be like, who the hell you what? And you be like,
yeah,
now you turned off. Now you don't want to talk to them. Now you don't want to deal with them. Then also, again, dealing with like social media and just like technology in general, I think it's really hard to find somebody to have like real like intellectual conversations with. Because
don't get me started on that, please, because
I like to really like like to really talk about like and I hear this so much, like it's a meme where they was like it was a meme where somebody was like, I like to have deep conversation, like I like to know like why they said something like why do you do something, or why it was something
I know
funny.
exactly. It wasn't relating back to childhood trauma.
Yeah, but it was like a funny one. Like it wasn't like super serious, but it was kind of like no, I like to have deep conversations, and a lot of people don't. I mean, granted, I feel like it's harder for people to like open up sometimes. Yeah. And really let you in, but it's got to be with somebody you trust and somebody that you feel like, ooh, like I feel like I'm kind of clicking, I'm vibing with this person, so I do want to open up a little bit more and let them in and tell them a little bit. But there's also people that you just genuinely can't have like conversations with because they
intellectually can't connect with you.
Yeah, like
and there's nothing
everything
wrong.
Is like it's like one layer, like it's no like I've been there. I've been in a position where I went on a date. You know, me and this person have been texting for a while. I thought it'd be good for us to go on a date, you know, to really see each other in public and see how this would go. And then we got in front of each other and we sat there on a date, and I could not intellectually connect with this person. Yeah, and my thing is with that, it's not like I want to know everything about you, like first date type stuff. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But it's like, we should be able to sit down one-on-one first date and be able to talk about like
all kind of stuff.
Everything. Like, I should be able to talk to you about like your career goals. Yeah. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? We should be able to talk all the stuff that's going on right now in the world. We should be able to talk about that. Something. We should be able to talk about something and like really go in depth, because I want to pick your brain. I want to see what your views are on a lot of things, to see where your head is at. And it's like, you know, and some people just like to talk about like surface level stuff, and a lot of dudes will literally sit there and talk to you about like sex on the first date,
and
or
to
like,
be honest,
and not saying, not even saying like sex on the first date can't happen, because that's a whole nother layer, whole nother topic too. Like, not saying that's impossible or that's something that shouldn't happen, but like I don't even know you for real, so like I don't want to be talking about that yet. First of all, I talk too much, probably. That's probably what it is. I talk too much.
They be tired of talking.
I like to talk, like.
It's
because
good.
If I ask you your opinion on something and you say, like, it could be something so small, like just talking about anything, and you say, well, I don't like this, or I do this, and I'm like, well, why? Like, I want to know, like, why? Like, why do you feel like that? Yeah. And not even on some like,
tell me how you feel about it.
But like, why do you view certain things the way that you do? I feel like nothing's wrong with talking about stuff like that, but it's like you got to be with, like, dating is give and take. It's give and take. You got to be with, like, if you want to date and you say you want to date, you have to be willing to talk to someone. You have to be willing to open up to someone, like let someone actually get to know you and let them in, because it's like, how are you going to date? How are you going to get anywhere? Because my thing is with dating, I don't ever want to date somebody that thinks the same way that I think, or looks at life the exact same way that I do. Because there's no growth, there's no learning in that. Because if I see life and I view things one way, my way, and you know, you don't, or you see things the exact same way that I do, like that's good and all, but I also want you to kind of like be able to challenge my thoughts, introduce me to different things, because I don't know everything, and I am comfortable with saying that, but I also would like somebody to ask me different stuff. Well, dang, like, why do you do this?
Yeah.
Like, why you think like that? And I have to be like, well, I think like this because of this. And then I want you to be able to educate me and teach me something. Oh my God. Tell me why, like, nah, that's you shouldn't look like that. And I could be like, and I'm openly willing to be like, dang, I didn't even think of it like that. I didn't even look at it. I didn't even look at that perspective or think of that perspective that way.
You can listen to you all day, but am I comprehending what it is that you want from me? Am I comprehending what it is that you want out of this experience with me? Like, nowhere.
I also think that it's good to I think like an icebreaker and like a discussion to have on a date would be like, where are you trying to go, or what is your dating preference right now? Are you dating just to have fun? Are you dating to like actually be with somebody and be in a relationship? I feel like those are conversations that need to be had, because it's like that avoids a lot of extra BS in the future if you guys do decide, or you guys hit it off on that first date. Because you could be on a date with somebody, you could be like, dang, I really like them, I think they cool, but it's like y'all start dating, then y'all start mixing in sex, and y'all start mixing in a lot of different
Meanwhile,
stuff.
they mess with 15 other people,
and that's perfectly fine, because I didn't know you prior, so I can't tell you, I can't dictate who you mess with and who you don't. I feel like if you genuinely mess with me and you like the vibe, you cutting other people off is gonna be based on how you feel about me. So like if you feel like, dang, I really rock with this girl, I really like her, or I really like this dude, or whatever the case may be, it's like, dang, that you're gonna be the one to decide, like, okay, well, they ain't got my attention like she do, or they don't got my attention like he do, so I'm gonna cut them off. Like, that's fine. You should be able to, I feel like you should be able to make that decision, and make that choice on your own. But I also feel like having those upfront conversations, like, at the beginning, so people don't get stuff misconstrued. Like, if firsthand, when I'm going on this date, I'm going on a date because I strictly want to have fun. Or I'm going on this date because I want to potentially see what this person can be for me, if they want to, if this could go further. And if you guys go past 2-3 dates, then that's, I feel like that's a conversation. That's something that y'all need to know. Like, okay, well, we getting we hanging out a little bit more. I'm seeing this person a little bit more. Do I like them? Do I want to, do I want to, like, pursue them more to see what this could be? I do think that dating in your 20s definitely could be a lot of fun. Yeah. Because
it can be.
You just you are figuring things out. Of course, nobody has everything together. Yeah. If they say they do, they're lying. But everybody is figuring stuff out. Everybody's figuring things out about themselves and what they like, what they don't like, the person that they want to be, where they want to go career wise, and like so many other things. So that's another thing to kind of like hold your, like, remember that in the back of your head, that like nobody's ever going to have it all together. Like, they're just not. It may seem like that on the outside, but everybody going through stuff. Everybody is trying to figure it out. So I say that to say, like, don't go into dating with, like, of course have a standard, but also realize that everybody got baggage, everybody dealing with stuff, everybody, like, you gotta be able to meet people halfway. Also realize, like, eventually with dating, you're gonna have to compromise in some type of way, because whoever you're looking for, whatever you're looking for, you're not gonna get 100% of everything that's on your list. You're just not.
It ain't gonna always be ideal.
And I think that's also
not supposed to be.
I think that's also a good exercise for, I'm speaking for women, I would say that's a good exercise for y'all to kind of like get an idea, because a lot of people are out here, and I'm victim to that too, because I did it, but a lot of people are out dating and saying they want to date, but don't even know what they're looking for, or don't even know what they want. So I think that sometimes even taking a little bit of time to just kind of like write down, oh, I want this in a man, or I want this type of partner. Like, if you have an idea of what you want, it kind of helps a little bit with. And I just recently did this.
That's honestly a good tip.
And I think just kind of So that way you know what you really want. Because you can say all day, I don't want this, or I don't want that, or I don't want this, or I don't want that. And it's kind of like, well, what do you want?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you keep saying, you keep checking off what you don't want on your list,
and if
what
you do know,
want?
if you do know, okay, what is it?
Yeah.
What do you want to move for? That ties right back to that very thing that you said in the beginning. Like, do you want to choose to deal with whatever it is that may be a little bit different on that end, or but make your own choices and know yourself before you try to get to know somebody else. Because if you don't know yourself,
that's the one.
Baby, I don't know how it is you're gonna try to go out in the world and have an experience with somebody else when you don't even know who you are when you look into the mirror. And
I'm not saying like you need to know exactly who you are. You need to know this X, Y, and Z about yourself. Because the thing about dating, which is so phenomenal about dating, is the fact that like people bring things out of you. People like really a lot of people. You could swear up and down you know who you are and all stuff like that, but somebody could really show you like, dang,
another side of
somebody can show you another side of yourself,
like, girl,
and they could show you some things that you might not have even noticed or peeped about yourself that might not be so great. And sometimes you need people to show you who you really are. It helps you be like, dang, like I really like this person. They was able to tell me that that I might not be so great in this area, and it makes you reflect and make you wanna.
It's okay to hurt
some
too.
Things.
It's okay to hurt, like, because a lot of people get their feelings hurt by constructive criticism. They get their feelings hurt when somebody's really trying to give them a critique about themselves that could help them. That can help them move forward in life. That can help them move forward in relationships. And we don't want to take those criticisms because it hurt. It's okay. Feel that hurt about it, because maybe you've been dealing with this for a long time and haven't been able to realize it or know it. And this partner's trying to show you or tell you. Find ways where you see it come up again, the behavior, the habit, or whatever it is they're pointing out, and try to work on it.
But I also think that's helpful. It's helpful as well, because like if you are even, it could be something that you've heard time and time again. True. But if it's a certain person that you really like, that you really starting to like that, I really like this dude, and they tell you something, and you be like, dang, I didn't even realize I do that, and you start second guessing it, and you start wanting to change and be better. Keep that person around, because clearly they're showing you, like I said, a different side of you, and showing you something that you might not have ever like experienced or explored being with somebody else or being by yourself. If there's somebody that brings better out of you and are making you want to be better, you need to wrap them up, keep them. You need to you want to be around them, because that's somebody that's changing you for the better. Like, don't be stuck or don't want to be stuck with somebody because they make me feel good in one aspect, and that's sexual. If they can only make you feel good that way, and they're not bringing nothing else, they're not making you want to change, make you want to level up, make you want to be better in your career, make you want to be better to your family, make you want to be better to your friends, better to yourself, baby, don't. Them ain't the one. Of course, you want to be this amazing person without somebody, but you also want to get somebody that compliments you and makes you even more amazing. Like,
even more amazing.
Yeah. I think that's good. I think we covered a lot, which dating in your 20s and dating in general is a topic that you can have for hours. But we're not going to do that on here. We just going to give y'all a little piece. That's just a little layer of dating in your 20s. So I think but of course, I can expand on it some more if y'all want to see more, y'all like it. But I think we're going to end the video. Thank you for tuning in. Jasmine, I'll put all her info down below. Actually, I might put it just on the screen. Jasmine Lene, the real Jasmine Lene. This her Instagram and stuff, all her handles and stuff like that. But yes, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to this mukbang. I had fun. I will be doing another mukbang and probably other
friends. I appreciate you.
If you haven't done so already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel
right now.
And I will see y'all in the next video.